that what you're saying?
Mr. Chair, ang investigador ko noon
Is that what you're saying?
Kasi, General Wilkins, eto, last warning ko sa iyo sa nangyari, you're lying. O, gusto mo i-cite ko na? Paano pa yung mukha mo eh? You're not respecting this committee. And I warn you, this will be the last. Kanina nang tinatanong kita, akala mo hindi kita babalikan? Now you admit that it's all about your command responsibility. Well, in fact, magtuturuan na, aserto, dinideny mo. Of course, your words against the words of aserto. Now, eto si Jed. Did you really interrogate personally, Jed Pilapil?
Yun nga, Mr. Chair, hindi ko kasi maalala na kinausap ko siya. Basta ang alam ko, nasa opisina siya, Mr. Chair.
Ayun
And
yung
I
problema.
don't lie, Mr. Chair.
You're not lying, you lie. Just a few minutes ago. Sa harap ko. Sinabi mo na delegated, that authority was delegated to your personnel.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Nung tinanong ka ni Chairman Acop, inamin mo. Question of command responsibility. Are you not lying?
No, Mr. Chair.
Also, Mr. Chairman, with that, I move to cite in contempt General Wilkins. Pasensyahan po tayo dito.
There is a motion to cite in contempt General Wilkins Villanueva for violating Section 11, Paragraph C, refusal to answer relevant questions from the committee. This was duly seconded. And do I hear any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Director Wilkins, pwede po bang tumayo kayo sandali? Pakitayo nga, Miss Jed, ayan. Yan si Wilkins Villanueva. Siya ba ang nag-interrogate sa'yo? Siya ba, hindi pa kita pinapaupo, siya ba ang nag-fabricate ng mga salita mo?
Hindi po, si
Sino?
Monte de Ramos po.
Monte de Ramos.
Opo.
Pero yung Monte de Ramos, kasama ni Wilkins at that time.
Sa palagay ko po, kasi nasa office po kami ng PIDEA, tao niya po, kasi siya po yung ano.
So
dun.
sila ang nagsabi na ikaw ay nagdala ng mga karton-karton na mga chemical sa Dumoy.
Opo, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Wilkins, are you agreeing to what Miss Jed said?
No, Your Honor.
No, you're not. Oh, alam mo, nung inausap ka rin namin noon panay ang mo mahilig ka sa no? Dapat ang pangalan mo yung pangalan nung kalaban ni James Bond, si Dr. No. Mahilig ka sa no So nagsasabi ka ng totoo at nagisinungaling si Miss Jed. Is that what you're saying?
Mr. Chair, ang investigador ko noon
Is that what you're saying?
Mr. Chair, can you please
Will you
repeat
please
the question?
answer me directly? Answer me directly.
Mr. Chair, can you please repeat the question, Mr. Chair?
Ano ba yung question ko?
1 minute suspension. Hearing is resumed.
Naalala ko na. No, talagang tumatanda na tayo no? Ang tanong ko, is that what you're saying? So, please explain.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, si Monte de Ramos was my investigator. So, ang sabi ni Jed Pilapil, dinala siya sa PIDEA. Tinanong si Jed Pilapil kung kasama ako doon na nagtatanong. Hindi siya sigurado, Mr. Chair, pero she presumed na naandun ako dahil nasa opisina ako. While in fact, wala naman siyang knowledge na naandun ako actual doon sa nag-i-investigate si Monte de Ramos, Mr. Chair.
Tama ba yon, Ms. Jed?
Your Honor, pwede po i-correct ko lang po yung statement. Kasi ganito, di ba tinanong niyo po ako kung si Wilkins Villanueva po ba yung nagtanong sa akin. Sabi ko po sa inyo, hindi po siya si Monte de Ramos, yung tao niya, ang nagtanong sa akin. Pero never ako na nagsabi na yung ano ba yung sinabi niya kanina, parang mali eh. Kasi ang sinabi ko po, si Monte de Ramos, tinanong mo ako ulit na yung
Kasama niya.
anong kasama ba niya.
Oo.
Sabi ko, probably kasi tao niya. Pero wala siya nung time na nag-investigate si Monte de Ramos.
Wala siya.
Wala siya.
Paano mo siya nakilala?
Kasi actually, isa siya sa mga nag-ano sa akin po, nag-interrogate.
Aha. Sino po ang nagkaso sa inyo? Ang PIDEA?
Hindi ko po alam, pero sila po ngayon nag-file ng case sa amin.
Sila ang nag-file ng case sa inyo.
Opo, kasi
Ano po ang ebidensyang ipinakita sa inyo?
actually, Your
sa
Honor,
korte?
hindi ko po alam kung ano po. Kasi nga,
Sapagkat na-convict ka, di ba? Convicted
yun ang
ka.
actually, ayoko na nga sana itong balikan, Your Honor, 20 years ago. Medyo masakit na I was able to forgive sa PDEA. Kasi parang kung ano man yung ginawa ng asawa ko, kasi nasira yung buhay ko at saka yung anak ko. I've learned to forgive kahit si Sir Wilkins. Ayoko na sanang balikan to. Sa totoo lang kasi masakit yung ginawa nila. Ang worst doon kasi nung time na ano ba yun, basta yung hindi ko maintindihan kasi yung inquest ba yan na before yun, nag-waiver pala ako, pina-waive ako ng hindi ko alam kung lawyer ko, hindi ko rin naintindihan kung bakit. Basta ang sabi, mag-waive ako dahil makasuhan daw sila ng illegal detention dahil wala nga kaming kaso sa totoo lang po, Your Honor. O dahil sa takot ko po, dahil sabi ng lawyer ko, hindi ko daw alam po kung ano yung katotohanan dito. Baka daw madamay ako dito. Sabi niya, magpirma ka na lang ng waiver for safekeeping. Yun ang naintindihan ko. Pero
Sabi ng
hindi.
lawyer mo.
Opo.
Sino po ang lawyer niyo nang sabi niyan?
At that time po, si Attorney Zulueta po.
Ano po siya? Saan siya nag-law lawyer?
Parang dito
Private lawyer po siya?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay.
Tapos noon,
So bakit niya nasabi na pumirma na lang kayo ng waiver?
siguro Your Honor, dahil din wala talaga akong alam sa mga ganito. Dahil first time, sa life ko, sa family ko, wala akong mga kaalam-alam na mga ganyan. Siguro lang, takot din ako at that time kasi nga, sabi niya, wala daw akong alam sa mga katotohanan for safety. Actually, napilitan ako, pumirma ako ng waiver para hindi sila makasuhan ng PDEA ng illegal detention.
So, Mr. Director Wilkins, can you please explain that to us? Inyong kinasuhan si Miss Jed, na-convict po siya at nakakulong ng 20 years. Narinig po ninyo, ang buhay niya ay nasira at wala siyang involvement sa operasyon ng kanyang asawa at pinabricate ng PIDEA ang kanyang mga sinasabi. Ano po masasabi niyo doon?
Mr. Chair, 3 months yung surveillance and casing operations ng PIDEA. Si Jed Pilapelsi, siya yung namimili ng mga equipment, freezer, water circulating vacuum pump. Siya yung nagdadala dun sa Dumoy Clandestine Laboratory, Mr. Chair. And then, during the time na doon sa korte, dininay ni Jed Pilapil, nakilala niya si Alex Kim. Mantalang merong mga footages kami na nag-uusap sila ni Alex Kim on a dinner. Mr. Chair, the case has already, she was convicted in court and she was upheld by the Supreme Court. Itong kaso niya, Mr. Chair. So, for 3 months, imposible hindi alam ni Jed at ni Jong Pilapil na involved siya dun sa pag-set up ng laboratory sa Dumoy. That's impossible, Mr. Chair.
Ano po masasabi niyo ron, Miss Jed?
Sabi ko nga po, Your Honor, napatawad ko na po sila. Mahirap na po makipagtalo kay, sorry po, Mr. Villanueva, pero pinaglaban nga namin, kung pwede nga lang siguro, sa honorable court na to, ito sa Quadcom, pwede nyo naman po mabasa yung lahat ng kasi yung sinasabi ni Sir Villanueva, na dininay ko si Alex Kim, never po na nag-deny ako sa kanya dahil nga siya yung lessee ng property ko. At nakarecord yan sa court na kami ay may contract of lease. Paano ko sabihin na hindi ko siya kilala? Nagpirmahan kami.
Matagal na kasi yung kaya palagay ko wala na yung mga records. Ano po?
Palagay ko po, Your Honor, hindi ko na po
Hindi na kayo
alam.
makakuha ng record para malaman po natin kung talagang sinabi niyong hindi niyo kilala si Alex Kim.
Pwede po, Your Honor. Di ba archive siguro yan? Pero ewan ko lang kasi 20 years ago, parang kahit nga ako yung ibang events, hindi ko na alam po.
Mr. Chair, ano bang magagawa natin dito? Yes. Kung halimbawa, kung makita natin na talagang totoo ang sinasabi ni Mr. Wilkins o totoo yung sinasabi ni Ms. Che.
Chairman Caraps,
Chairman, before, with the indulgence of Congressman Benny. Anyway, Sir Wilkins, doon sa narration ni Jed, tama po ba na of course, again, you will not remember the exact date, but dito, tandaan ni Jane, noong January 4, 2005, inimbitahan niyo daw si Jane, si Jed, at saka sa opisina niyo.
Hindi ko ma-remember yung date.
Yung date. Pero,
Basta
but you
ininbitahan
confirm.
siya.
But you confirm.
Na ininbitahan siya sa
Yeah.
office. I don't know the date, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Now, second, is it correct na nag-sign siya ng waiver?
I don't know, Mr. Chair.
Why?
Hindi para sa akin yung Mr. Chair. I have my investigator.
No, but you're the head.
Hindi na usually
Sir Wilkins. Maglulukuhan ba tayo dito?
no, Mr. Chair. Kasi sa akin, Mr. Chair.
Project mo yon.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ngayon, kinuha niyo yung subject, yung supposedly suspect, without a warrant. Di ba tama? Without a warrant? Their invitation?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
O now, para hindi kayo makasuhan, nag-waive siya. Pumirma ng waiver, tama?
Hindi ko alam, Mr. Chair, kung nag-waiver siya because my investigator, sila yun, Mr. Chair eh. Usually, Mr. Chair, pag head
Mr.
ka ng
Wilkins,
office,
Mr. Wilkins, ikaw yung head of office, napakalaking project, tapos hindi mo alam, tapos hinayaan mo yung mga tao mo na papirmahin yung subject or yung suspect for a waiver?
Mr. Chair, as head of office, ang in-charge dyan is investigator. I delegate the job sa investigator. Anyway, Mr. Chair, may lawyer sila, Mr. Chair eh.
But in that case, Mr. Wilkins, are you not liable if ever there will be a violation of the rights of because you're just at the head and there is an investigator? Ito, theoretical lang.
Mr. Chair,
Are you not liable? Theoretical hindi ko sinasabi na he has all the basis of his overclaim.
usually, Mr. Chair, sa...
Hindi nga. At tinatanong ko, theoretical. Hypothetical. Theoretical. Are you liable or not?
No, Mr. Chair.
Why?
Dahil hindi naman...
But you are the head of
Yes, Mr.
the office.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
If illegal activity or whatever violation of law under your office, as the head of office, you are liable, especially in this case. Especially in this case, this is a very big project of your office. Oh,
Mr.
CAC,
Chair.
nandito. Ito, CAC, this is not, CAC, this is not the subject. Are you a lawyer, sir?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to all the other members of the
This is the subject in your invitation, no? But tanongin na kita. In this case, eto, hypothetical lang. If the investigator of Wilkins violates the right of the suspect, is he not liable of any case?
Mr. Chair, there are circumstances that has to be met for the principle of command responsibility to apply to the extent that the principal may be liable. Because, Mr. Chair, as explained by former Executive Director General Villanueva, he mentioned that he delegated the conduct of, if I heard him correctly, the conduct of that operation to his investigation.
No, that is not the conduct of the operation, the conduct of the investigation, of the interrogation,
Mr. Chair.
of the interrogation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pero sa project, nandun siya. Directly being supervised by Mr. Wilkins.
Like,
At inamin niya yan. Well, in fact, nagyabang pa siya dito. That is not a project of Asierto, that is my project. And that's in record. Now, in that case, Attorney,
yes, Mr. Chair.
is he liable?
Again, Mr. Chair, as I've mentioned nga po, there are circumstances that would qualify
Cora
for
Paduano,
Ah.
the indulgence na nilang attorney. Ang tanong natin is he liable on the basis of command responsibility?
Mr. Chair, as I am explaining, there should be qualifying circumstances present in a case for a principal to be liable under command responsibility.
There is, just like what you've said, that he delegated the authority to investigate, Kumonte de Ramos. Hindi na makapagsasabi ngayon, patay na Palagay ko, namatay siya dahil dyan
Mr. Chair,
Pangalawa, walang arrest warrant. Is that a violation too?
Mr. Chair, if I heard the representation of Mr. Villanueva correctly a while ago, the matter is already decided with finality in the Supreme Court. I would not like to comment on the merits thereof as it may violate our duty as lawyer as far as there is already a decision made by the Supreme Court. But again, with regard po doon sa possible accountability, administrative accountability or liability of Mr. Villanueva as the principal or head of the office during the time of that conduct of investigation, it will all depend po dun sa mga attending circumstances. Because as I mentioned, Mr. Chair, one of the requirements is that the principal should know that there is an irregularity or an omission that was committed, and despite knowing of such irregularity or wrong committed by his subordinates, he failed to take corrective actions on the matter. So
The irregularity caused the brokenness of the family actually. Anyway, Miss Jed, nabanggit mo na hanggang ngayon, hindi mo alam kung buhay pa o patay na ang iyong asawa? Hanggang ngayon, hindi mo alam.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Wilkins, alam mo ba napatay na si Alan T?
Mr. Chair, wala siya doon sa laboratory when the time was when we raided the laboratory, Mr. Chair.
So hindi mo rin alam kung buhay
Hindi
siya.
ko alam, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, ayan. Miss Jet, narinig mo ang sinabi ni Director Wilkins na hindi rin niya alam kung buhay o patay ang asawa mo.
Opo, Your Honor. Honestly.
Director Villanueva, can you confirm, was it PIDEA that filed the case against Mrs. Jed Pilapil C?
It was joint PIDEA and AIDSOT, Your Honor, ang nag-file ng case against
So PIDEA and...
AIDSOT, yung PNP,
Okay.
under Colonel Asierto, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Director Villanueva. So anyway, Director Wilkins, are you familiar with this Arlene apartment incident?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So can you expound to us what are the details to this?
right after, kasi nung, again, balikan natin during the surveillance and casing operation, yung dalawang,
Yung Arlene apartment lang. Just
yes,
focus
Mr.
on that.
Chair, yung dalawang chemist na sinabi ng USDEA na padating sa Davao City, dumiretso sa Arlene apartment. So talaga nakatutok kami sa Arlene apartment, Mr. Chair. So nung ni-raid namin yung clandestine laboratory sa Dumoy, after the inventory and after everything has settled down, pumunta si Mayor Duterte at ang iba pang mga part ng joint anti-drug operations sa clandestine laboratory, pumunta sa Arlene apartment nung gabi. At yun yung sinasabi ni Miss Jed Pilapil na nagpunta si Mayor.
Sa tanong niyo po na na-raid, ang sagot ko po, wala pong raid na nangyayari doon sa Arlene
That's my
apartment.
point, Director Villanueva. Kasi you mentioned that there was a raid that was conducted in Arlene apartment. And she was there. Nando kayo yung
Yes, Your
nung pumunta
Honor.
sila. May pang-raid ba na nangyari?
Actually, hindi nga po raid kasi si Mayor, nung pumunta siya doon, kinausap niya lang naman ako, tinatanong niya nga yung, hinahanap nga niya si Alan C., ang asawa ko. Wala naman nangyari na raid. Iniwan niya lang yung 3 tao doon na nagbantay po sa akin. Yun lang po.
Okay, so ang kwento mo naman, ang version ng kwento mo, Director Villanueva, pagkatapos nung warehouse incident, dumiretso kayo dito sa Arlene apartment.
Yun ang
correct?
sinasabi niya, Mr. Chair, yung 9:30, na nagpunta kami nila Mayor sa Arlene apartment at doon sila nakapag-usap nila
Hindi,
Mayor.
yung version mo, ano yung sinabi mo kanina?
Yun na yun. After sa clandestine laboratory sa Dumoy,
Alright?
after everything has been settled down, pumunta na si Mayor at yung member ng team doon sa Arlene apartment dahil wala si Alan C. doon sa Dumoy. So pumunta sa Arlene apartment at doon nakita si Jed Pilapil, Mr. Chair. That same night, Mr. Chair.
So I just have a question, Director Villanueva. Why of all areas sa Arlene kayo pupunta? Was there an information or were there intelligence reports that he was to be found in that area?
Mr. Chair, kasi doon si Jed Pilapil at si Alan C. nakatira doon sa Arlene apartment.
Okay.
For 3 months, doon talaga sila makikita.
Okay. And you confirmed this, Ma'am Jed Pilapil?
Yes, Your Honor. Doon po kami nakatira sa door 1 ng
Okay.
Arlene apartment po.
Okay, thank you very much.
General Villanueva, the chemist that you were referring to, na allegedly ito yung nagluluto ng shabu, doon nakatira sa Arlene.
Doon, sir, dumiretso after galing sa airport,
So
Mr. Chair.
from the airport, dumiretso doon sa...
dumiretso sa Arlene
Arlene.
apartment, Mr. Chair.
Exactly doon sa apartment unit
No,
ni...
Mr. Chair. Doon sa
Isa doon sa pito.
isa doon sa pito, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige, salamat.
General Wilkins Villanueva. Yes. The last hearing, I asked you about how did you able to locate and gather evidences against Alan C. and et al. Hindi ba? Kasi tama po ba, di ba? I
Yes,
asked you
Mr.
about
Chair.
that. And you mentioned about, for the past 3 months, you have dedicated personnel, operatives, na bantayan at isurveillance si Alan C.
Yes,
right?
Mr. Chair.
And earlier, you mentioned also about Miss Jed Pilapil buying some, I don't know, maybe part ng paraphernalia. Tama po ba na dinadala niya sa Dumoy?
Cartons, Mr. Chair.
Mga cartons.
Yes.
Okay. So suspected of something contraband na po pwedeng gamitin. Tama ho ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So ibig sabihin, you've been doing surveillance on Miss Jed Pilapil and Mr. Alan C.
Marami, Mr. Chair. Pati yung Alex Kim,
Okay.
naka-ano na rin yun, Mr. Chair.
So I presume that since you were doing surveillance, you know Miss Jed Pilapil and Miss Alan C. goes to DCLA store.
May mga footages na nagpupunta sila
yes
doon
po. So can you confirm
sa
na
DCLA.
alam niyo po yung DCLA?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ilang taon na po kayong operative ng PDEA in Davao City?
Since nar-group ako doon, Mr. Chair, 2001, hanggang 2007 ako sa Davao City, Mr. Chair.
And have you ever encountered, for example, or learned that the owner of the CLA is a Chinese?
Hindi ko, we are not particular, kasi ang laki nung DCLA, Mr. Chair, eh. Iba't ibang talagang ang laki nun. Ang concern namin yon during that time is yung display area, yung Polytex na foam, na kung saan naandun sila.
Yeah, but
yung meeting ni Hong Ming and Alan C., wala kaming footage nun or
Yeah, but
walang report on that, Mr. Chair.
yeah, because apparently, Mr. Chair, what nagiging curious lang ako because the way I understood your explanation in the previous hearing is that you've dedicated time, invested your so much resources just to pin down Alan C. And I just got curious why pag tinanong kita, sino nagsisurveillance ka, how come you did not even at least bother to know why the C couple have been going to this DSLA store and what are the business there, at saka you never bothered to asking people who owns this DCLA, which apparently I see Hong Min na siya pala yung Michael Tan. Kasi 'di ba General Wilkins, no? We've been asking you kung bakit there was never any instance where in your report si Michael Tan ay nasali doon sa Matrix nung ano. Sabi nyo, si Asierto lang, narinig nyo lang si Asierto. It was never in the part of your investigation. So ngayon that Miss Jed is saying na hindi, kilala na nila si Hong Min, that's Michael Tan, nagiging na ano lang ako, medyo na intrigue lang ako. Bakit doon nagkaroon ng some gap doon sa missing nung inyong surveillance to a point na hindi nyo man lang tiningnan kung ano yung interest ng C couple na pupunta sila doon sa DCLA, which happens to be a common knowledge is owned by a Chinese, na hindi mo lang kayo magtanong na 3 months kayo nag-invest ng time, resources, and operatives. Bakit po ganun?
Mr. Chair, kasi initially talagang walang Michael Yang sa personalities. Kung if you will remember back yung statement ni Asierto, nag-start yung Michael Yang noong 2016. Kasi kung may Michael Yang, again, kung may Michael Yang doon sa 2004, isinama namin siya sa pag-file ng kaso, Mr. Chair. So during that time, wala talagang Michael Yang na lumalabas or Hong Ming na lumalabas.
Pero kilala nyo po, na alam nyo po na ang may-ari nung store na yon ay isang Chinese by the name
Chinese,
of Hong,
Mr. Chair.
by the name
Common
of
knowledge
Hong
yun,
Min.
Mr. Chair, sa Davao.
At alam nyo po na Hong Min din yung pangalan.
Hindi ko, sir, we did not bother to ask because he was not our person of interest during that time.
Shouldn't it be part of the, I don't know kasi I don't know how you do your surveillance in your case building strategies, but shouldn't it be a matter of interest also? Since they've been going to this store a couple of times, would that at least pique your interest?
Mr. Chair, kasi talagang task priority requirement kami. Kukunti lang kasi kami, Mr. Chair, eh. Kaya nga, yung beforehand, nag-start kami, nag-usap kami ni Colonel Asierto, sino ba yung mga personalities natin? Before we started, walang Michael Yan or Hong Min na nakalagay doon, Mr. Chair. So, we concentrated on the different personalities na doable na naandyan. So, one of those surveillance operations that we conducted, pumupunta sila JEDC dun sa lugar. But display area kasi ng Polytex yun si Mr. Chair, eh. That is owned by Alan C. dun sa Bunawan, Davao City.
Anyway, I will not labor on that point, Mr. Chair. I just find it interesting why a big project, hindi nila miss out nila yung ganun, no? And then just so happened, it's curious, naging curious lang ako kasi Hong Ming and Michael Yang are one and the same as positively identified by Ms. Jed. Tapos samantalang, I mean, ang kinakatakutan ko dito, Mr. Chair, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilkins Villar, I'm not pointing fingers at you, Baka may cover-up nangyayari, Madam Chair. Kasi if we are really try to dig deeper into this case, no, si Hong Min and Michael Yang, andun sa Matrix, is he known to be one of the drug lords, Chinese drug lords, who happens to own a store where Miss Jed and his husband's Alan C. goes to and do business while the PIDEA is doing a 24-hour surveillance for 3 months. I don't know if you can answer that, Mr. Chairman. You're smarter than I. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. General Wilkins, question lang, no? Si Johnson Chua, who is allegedly the biggest drug lord in Davao, sinurveillance nyo rin yan.
Actually, yung Johnson Chua, Mr. Chair, is lumabas lang dun sa toll log namin. Wala kaming muka until nung after sa clandestine laboratory operation.
Nagkaroon na siya ng muka.
Nagkaroon siya ng muka, Mr. Chair. Kaya kung makikita nyo dun sa picture kanina, Johnson Chua, silhouette.
Oo.
So, ang priority namin talaga, Mr. Chair, is Johnson Chua, who is the financier, Alan C., who is the operations officer, and Alex Kim, yung nag-rent ng Dumoy apartment kay Jed Pilapil C., Mr. Chair.
So parang considered din na drug lord itong si Alan C.
Yes, Mr. Chair, siyang operations officer, Mr. Chair.
Correct me if I'm wrong, kasi my image of a drug lord is someone who is driving a fancy car, surrounded by armed bodyguards. Ito sa drug lord na to, hindi ganon.
Hindi ganon, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige. Salamat po.
Okay, Mr. Chair, proceeding po, no, I'd like to direct my first questions to former Director General Villanueva. Sir, good evening po. I hope you'll indulge this representation po. No? I know you've already given your testimony on this for the past how many hearings already, but you have to understand we're trying to stitch together your testimony, Asierto, Las Cañas, and now, of course, si Ms. Pilapil C. Just to quick background po, no? You've mentioned this earlier that tama po ba, is it fair to say that these 4 raid, well, the Arlene apartment was not a raid, no? But the raid on the Dumoy laboratory, Arlene apartment, Polytech's compound, and then the Agdao warehouse, were these all related?
Yes, Mr. Chair. But the Arlene apartment was not a raid, Mr. Chair. We just visited the Arlene apartment.
So these 4 localities in which you have conducted, the 3 were raids and 1 was just a visitation for invitation to interrogate po, no? These were all linked by what po? Ano yung naging base pa? This is all centered around Mr. Alex C.
It was all centered on the surveillance and casing operation for 3 months, Mr. Chair. And of course, centered on Alan C., Mr. Chair.
Okay. So it's centered on Mr. Alex C. and they're all related in the sense po na based on your findings, the Dumoy property is the laboratory, the Arlene apartment housed the chemists, and maybe know the relation po of the, what were the other one?
Agdao, Mr. Chair.
Agdao warehouse and the
Bunawan, Mr.
Bunawan.
Chair.
So
Yes.
ano po yung relation ng Bunawan and Agdao?
Yung Dumoy, Mr. Chair, yun yung clandestine laboratory. Yung Arlene apartment, Mr. Chair, is doon nakatira sila Alan C. At doon dumiretso yung 2 chemist galing sa Maynila papuntang Davao. So naging place of interest namin yung Arlene apartment. Yung Agdao, Mr. Chair, isa doon naglalagi si Mr. Kim, one of those who died during the raid. Doon naglalagi si Alex Kim. May bibilihin, tapos pupunta doon with yung aluminum truck niya. So, point of interest pa rin namin yung Agdao. Yung Bunawan, Mr. Chair, is, I believe, owned by Alex Kim. At doon naman sila magkasama ni Jong Pilapil. And that Bunawan, the Polytech's corporation, ito po yung foam factory nila Alan C. at Jed Pilapil. Na andun, Mr. Chair, doon namin nakuha yung napakalaking air scrubber. Air scrubber is walang use on industrial. Ang air scrubber is only used para sa Shabu Laboratory. And tinanong namin ang Amerikano tungkol dito, pinicturan, actually bumisita doon yung Amerikano, ang sabi niya, this will be used for mega laboratory somewhere. Kasi sinabi namin na andito na yung Dumoy. No, it will not be used there. It will be used somewhere. So maybe they are preparing those equipment, the air scrubber, somewhere para makapag set up ng another laboratory, Mr. Chair. And luckily, yung Agdao, Mr. Chair, naandun lahat yung mga precursors, controlled precursors and essential chemicals na panggawa ng shabu. At dun sa Polytex International, Mr. Chair, is naandun yung air scrubber, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And Dumoy was an actual operating lab.
Actual laboratory, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you. Mr. Chair, just to drive the point earlier po, no, you mentioned that you only have, you had an organic membership in your, this was not PIDEA yet po, no, at the time? This was the predecessor?
Wala pang actual PIDEA dyan, Mr. Chair, kasi pulis, kagagawa lang ng PIDEA, 2002 eh. 2004, pulis pa po yung galing NARCOM, yun yung naging PIDEA. Tapos ang ginamit ko po doon ay members din ng Police Anti-Crime and Emergency Response and some of the personnel from Regional Mobile Group 11, Mr. Chair.
So this was already a composite
Composite,
group,
including yung AIDSOT ni Colonel Asierto, Mr. Chair.
but Mr. Chair, at the time, those under your command, what was your position and title po at this time? What was your office?
I'm the Regional Director of PIDEA Regional
So may
Office
PIDEA
11.
na po at this
Yes,
time.
Mr. Chair.
Newly created 2002. It's just
Yes,
that wala
Mr.
pang
Chair.
tao. So how many organic members of PIDEA did you have at your
Wala
command?
pang, ano kami, sir, Mr. Chair, wala pa kaming 15.
Okay, so
Kaya
not
nga,
even
kumuha ako
15.
na ibang tao sa PACER, kumuha ako na ibang tao sa Regional Mobile Group.
And
Mr.
this
Chair.
included si Mr. Madre Ramos po ba?
Monte de Ramos, Mr.
Monte
Chair.
de Ramos
Yes,
is
Mr. Chair.
organic member ng PIDEA.
Hindi, Mr. Chair, kasi galing siya ng NDEP before. Hiniram ko lang muna siya para maging PIDEA. Actually, wala talagang organic talaga na PIDEA kasi panay pulis kami, Mr. Chair. Eh.
So, Mr. Chair, at the time when you composed this group, you had actual supervision of this operation.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So I think this is just going back to the point of Chairman Abante when asking if you had, if we were talking about command responsibility. It's not something na may organization that you were detached. You had not really handpicked, but you requested to come up with this group and you had direct supervision.
I
This
have
is not
supervision.
to imply anything. Of course, you enjoy the presumption of regularity. But I just wanted to point out po, no, siguro at what Chairman Abante was saying, that in relation to command responsibility and whether there would be liabilities, I think there was a very close-knit and direct part for your team as a whole. I don't think it was that detached. But we'll go back to that at a later time, Mr. Villanueva. So you have an organic group of 15 plus coming from the other law enforcement agency personnel that you could muster. And you conducted this operation centered around Mr. Alex C. Tama po, Alex? Yung husband, Alan, sorry. Mr. Alan C., Alex Kim, and then the Pilapil siblings. And that's how you conducted the four. So at this operation, I wouldn't want to say casualties po, Mr. Villanueva, no? But during the operation, the Dumoy lab, there were 6 fatalities. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Were there any live suspects? That were
Wala po,
apprehended?
Mr. Chair.
Wala. So just
Wala
the
po.
6. Then from the Arlene apartments, you had 13 based on the blotter na you invited for interrogation.
Hindi nga ako pa familiar, Mr. Chair. But because based on the blotter, maybe there's 13 of them. But hindi ako familiar kung ilan ang actual nun, Mr. Chair.
So that's just based on the blotter. So
Yes,
Arlene
Mr.
apartments.
Chair.
13. For the Agdao and the Bunawan raids,
Walang tao, Mr.
So this is mostly just the air scrubber sa Bunawan and then the precursor chemicals.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So if we're talking about personality suspects, you have 6 killed in action in Agdao, in Dumoy, and then the 11 that were investigated. Out of the 13, sorry. So out of the 13 that you invited for interrogation, and you don't recall po no, how many. Eventually, according to the plotter, you turned it over to the Bureau of Immigration. And doon po tayo nagkalituan po, no?
Yes, Mr.
Last hearing, you said you don't remember how many you turned over. The Bureau in Bureau of Immigration naman wouldn't know also how many they received. That's why po we were trying to invite si SPO4 Carrillo. And why is that po again, Mr. Villanueva? Mr. Carrillo was under your command po ba? And siya yung in charge? Ng
He was
custody
my
nila?
operations officer during that time, Mr. Chair.
And he was definitely in charge of the turnover to the Bureau of Immigration.
Actually, Mr. Chair, dahil nagkakaganong-ganon na kami, so may mga lakad sila Carillo na sila na yung lumakad. And part of that is sila na nga yung turnover nung mga Chinese do sa immigration, Mr. Chair. So, personal knowledge, wala akong personal knowledge actual dun sa ginawa ni Carillo, pero part of that is ito yung sinasabi ko na kung anong mga kailangan yung gawin, you do it because everything was delegated. Meron akong team para mag-file ng kaso, meron akong team para to conduct further investigation, meron akong team to collate other pieces of evidence for future anti-drug operation. So, ganun na yun, Mr. Chair. So, kung ano yung ginawa nun nila Carillo, nila Monte de Ramos, it was delegated, Mr. Chair.
Of course, Mr. Villanueva, Mr. Chair, that's precisely why we would like to invite SPO for Carillo, and that's why we reiterated that. Kasi siya nga po talaga may personal knowledge. We don't doubt that you have or do not have personal knowledge on this matter. We understand the delegation of powers that you have to conduct. But we just wanted to know po that in fact we are looking for the right person. Si SPO for Carillo talaga yung in charge regarding the invitation for interrogation. So with that, Mr. Chair, we'd like to know what you do know for personal knowledge regarding that January 1 invitation. So, tama po ba? You confirmed as questioned by Chairman Nabante that you invited si Ms. Jed Pilapil-C noong January 1. Tama po ba?
Marami ring dinala sa office eh. Marami ring dinala sa immigration kasi kasama doon Davao City Police Office, Mr. Chair eh. So composite pa rin yun eh, composite. So kanya-kanyang investigation, hindi kasi kaya ng PDEA to conduct its own investigation sa ganung karaming tao. So we delegated some people na imbestigahan ng EDSOT, imbestigahan ng Davao City Police Office, at imbestigahan ng PDEA. So during that time, si Jed Pilapil, dun sa PDEA because she's the main person of interest namin, Mr. Chair.
Wait, so, Mr. Villanueva, through the chairman, most respectfully, you had information that chemists from the USDA came from Manila po, no? Arrived, and you have not identified yet sino yung chemist. You were able to get 13 people from Arlene Apartments. Tapos, dinivide po ninyo kung sino ang mag-interrogate.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Parang ganun na nangyari, Mr. Chair.
Wouldn't that be odd? Because if you're trying to investigate as to one piece, shouldn't it be that the PDEA as the lead agency, you said that this was your operation. You should have the bird's eye view po kung ano ang alam, what is the involvement of certain personalities. Paano yun? So like, there would be independent investigations, interrogations, tapos nagpapasahan na lang po kayo ng information.
No, Mr. Chair. Physically, Mr. Chair, yung PDEA office is as big as this. Maliit lang ang PDEA office during that time, Mr. Chair. Hindi namin kayang ipunin lahat yung tao doon at investigahan lahat.
So you're talking about custody?
No, yung investigation, Mr. Chair. Kasi hindi kakasyang lahat ng tao na andyan na napakaliit ng office namin. So I decided, sige, ikaw ang mag-handle dito, kuha ka, mag-handle ang EDSOT, meron din silang iniimbestigahan. So sa PDEA, ang priority namin is yung nakukunan namin sa video at surveillance footages.
So you made selections naman po. Out of 13, you identified which ones you would prioritize sa PDEA.
Si SPO for Carillo, Mr. Chair, ang nag-decide kung sino yung si SPO for Carillo and of course Monte de Ramos ang nag-decide kung sino yung kakausapin nila, Mr. Chair.
So at the time po, what was identified? Definitely, we have Ms. Jed Pilapil-C. And would you recall who else were brought to the PDEA?
Hindi ko matandaan talaga, Mr. Chair.
But you remember having Ms. Jed Pilapil-C there for the investigation?
Right after the investigation, Mr. Chair. Kasi maliit lang yung office nga, makikita mo eh. Meron lang akong maliit na kwarto, but sa labas naman siya kinakausap. So, most probably nakita ko. But I cannot remember clearly kung what transpired during that time.
But wouldn't it be po, kung maliit yung inyong opisina, mas maalala mo kung sino-sino po yung nandun? Kasi maliit nga po and you only had how many of them?
Nakita ko, Mr. Chair. Nakita ko. But yung actual interview on her, I did not witness. during the actual interview, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Villanueva. I had more questions, but I think
Yes.
at a later time when we have SPO for Carillo together,
Okay.
so we can tighten.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
He mentioned nga na they picked up 11 other Chinese persons who were living right next to Alan C. Living lang. No, nakatira lang doon sa apartments right next to Alan C. They picked them up because they were considered persons of interest. Just because they were living right next to Alan C. Now the question is, why wouldn't you go and question Michael Yang if Michael Yang was a business partner of Alan C? Pinick up mo nga yung mga kapitbahay lang na Chinese din. Bakit hindi mo man lang questionin yung Michael Yang na pinupuntahan, sabi ni Jed C, pinupuntahan nila, kinakausap nila. Yun nga that's what's boggling me kasi pinick up mo yung 11 others who are just residents and residing near Alan C. Yet hindi mo pinick up yung taong kausap nila at kanegosyo nila. Yan si Michael Yang. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, SDS.
meron lang akong kay General Wilkins. General Wilkins, nung dinetain niyo po si Jed, meron po kayong warrant of arrest?
Wala po, Mr. Chair.
Ano po ang basihan niyo? Bakit niyo ikinulong?
Hindi naman kinulong, Mr. Chair. She was invited for interview.
She was invited, but after the interview, ba't di niyo po pinalabas? Ano po ang basihan niyo? Bakit hindi niyo binalik?
Yun nga, Mr. Chair, I cannot, since it's already delegated to my investigator, hindi ko alam kung ilang araw ba siya doon. Basta ang instruction ko is to conduct interview on Jed Pilapil because talagang person of interest siya, Mr. Chair. As to detaining her, no personal knowledge ako, Mr. Chair. Kasi magpa-follow up operation kami doon, Mr. Chair. During that time, we are busy conducting follow-up investigation and operation on other sites. Kung nasaan na andun ang mga warehouses, Mr. Chair.
DG, ikaw ang head of the agency. Kailangan po alam nyo yun. Diba? So, kung yung mga subordinate nyo, in-interrogate siya, you will approve it. Kasi, hindi ho pa biro-biro to kasi kanina pa ako nakikinig. Kasi si Jed, si Ma'am Jed, nakulong siya na walang warrant of arrest. Parang kidnapping po ang ginawa nyo Parang ganyan nakikita ko kung walang warrant of arrest, kung hindi nyo binalik. Si Ma'am Jed.
I believe, Mr. Chair, hindi naman siya nakulong for... Hindi ko alam, Mr. Chair. I don't have the knowledge Kaya hindi kita masagot, Mr. Chair Hindi ko alam kung ilang araw ba siyang nakulong doon, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, can I,
Yes, Congressman Ako,
Congressman
with the
Ako.
indulgence of SDS Gonzales.
General Wilkins, si Madam Jed Pilapil ay 2 beses na pinuha ng PDEA. If I remember it right. One, when you went to the apartment, pinuha siya. And in January 4, 2005, pinuntahan ulit siya, kinuha ninyo siya. And after that, hindi na siya nakalabas. Yun ang katotohanan. And it is on record ng PDEA blatter na binabasa ko. And I do not know the reason why. You do not know. Parehas tayo nanggaling sa police, di ba? You are more ranking than Colonel Acerto. Tama?
Pareho lang kami nun, Mr. Chair.
Pero yung issue ay drugs. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And pursuant to the law, lahat ng operation ng police tungkol sa illegal drugs, it should be coordinated with PDEA. Pursuant to the law. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So in other words, sa joint operation na binabanggit mo, ikaw ang overall ground commander.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And you are the one responsible for what your men
will do and will not do. Tama?
Yes, Mr.
Under
Chair.
the principle of command responsibility. O bakit
Yes.
dinideny mo ngayon na hindi mo alam? You should accept responsibility for all the things that your people did outside the bounds of law. Di ba? Turo sa atin yan eh. And now, here, naririnig ko yung sagot mo kay SDS. You do not know anything about it. Inihuhulog mo na yung mga tao mo. And that is not supposed to be the case for a commander. Di ba? Kaya sagutin mo si Juan, si SDS ng tama. You are the overall commander of the joint operation. Kung ano man ang mali doon, sagot mo dapat. Kasi ikaw ang commander eh.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, answer the questions of the SDS properly. Kasi nagtataka ako. Parehas tayo ng pinanggalingan. Pero hindi ganyan yung pagkaturo sa akin. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Man.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. With the indulgence again of Congressman
Okay, I will give the
Gonzales.
floor to Chairman
Okay,
Taraps.
Congressman Paduano, you are recognized.
Chairman, anyway, naunahan lang ako ni Chairman Akop. Kasi, General Wilkins, eto, last warning ko sa iyo sa nangyari, you're lying. Gusto mo i-cite ko na? Paano pa yung mukha mo eh? You're not respecting this committee. And I warn you, this will be the last. Kanina nung tinatanong kita, akala mo hindi kita babalikan? Now you admit that it's all about your command responsibility. Well, in fact, magtuturuan na, aserto, dinideny mo. Of course, your words against the words of aserto. Now, eto si Jed. Did you really interrogate personally, Jed Pilapil?
Yun nga, Mr. Chair, hindi ko kasi maalala na nakinausap ko siya. Basta ang alam ko, nasa opisina siya, Mr. Chair.
Ayun
And
yung
I
problema.
don't lie, Mr. Chair.
You're not lying, you lie. Just a few minutes ago. Sa harap ko. Sinabi mo na that authority was delegated to your personnel.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Nung tinanong ka ni Chairman Akop, inamin mo. Question of command responsibility. Are you not lying?
No, Mr. Chair.
Also, Mr. Chairman, with that, I move to cite in contempt General Wilkins. Pasensyahan po tayo dito. In violation of Section C, Section 11, letter C, of our rules. So move, Mr. Chairman. Pinagbigyan na kita. Yun pa ang sagot mo?
There is a motion to cite in contempt General Wilkins Villanueva for violating Section 11, paragraph C, refusal to answer relevant questions from the committee. This was duly seconded. And do I hear any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
A few moments later.
But in a huddle between my co-chairs, we were discussing as to where we will detain General Wilkins Villanueva to serve the contempt order by this committee. But before that, our senior deputy speaker has signified his intention to make a manifestation. So at this point, I'd like to recognize Senior Deputy Speaker Gonzales for his manifestation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, because the question emanates from my part, because I'm asking DG Wilkins about the warrant of arrest, and he did not answer. And I give the floor to Congressman Acop, and then followed by Congressman Paduano. Well, that's why I asked for a 1-minute suspension, if they will serve the contempt now, or maybe because in the spirit of Christmas, it's holiday, you're here. And I give the floor to General Acop, Congressman Acop.
Congressman Ako, what is the pleasure of Congressman Ako?
May I make some minor amendment to the motion, Mr. Chair?
Please continue.
Since we have ruled that General Wilkins Villanueva to be cited in contempt, may I move that the serving of the penalty of contempt will be served when we come back after the holiday seasons in January. So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion as stated. Are there any
Mr.
second?
Chairman, before we rule, because it is seconded, may we ask some members? What? Nobody seconded.
Is there a second? So the motion of Congressman Acop is to implement the contempt order of General Villanueva after the holidays. Is this the amendment to the motion?
No, I would like to second the motion. You know, I believe in the spirit of Christmas, and I'm not even a Christian. So, in the spirit of your forgiveness, a season of forgiveness, I would go with the motion of General Ako.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Adjong. There was a second. Any objection? Hearing none, hearing no objections, the motion is carried. The serving of the detention of General Wilkins Villanueva as a result of the contempt order by this committee will be implemented when we resume the Quadcom hearing in January of 2025. So now to continue.
Mr. Chairman, just for clarification, I will not object to the amendments to the motion by this representation. But when you say resumption of the Quadcom, the hearing, or the resumption of session?
The resumption of the next scheduled Quadcom hearing, which we will determine before the opening of or the resumption of our session in January, on January 12th.
I think, Mr. Chairman, it's just, anyway, it's a compromise, no? What we have done is a compromise, but I think it's mas maganda pa po kasing schedule for the next hearing of Quadcom will be set pa upon resumption. I think upon resumption, Mr. Chairman.
When you mean
January 13, because the resumption of Congress is January 13.
Congress will go on break on December 19, and we will resume on January 13, 2025. So the detention of General Villanueva will take effect on January 13. Is that
yes, Mr. Chairman, to have a specific date, and siguro naman mahaba na yung bakasyon na yun.
Okay. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is carried.